Did we really land on the moon? Or was it just a grand-scale hoax? This question has been debated since the Apollo 11 mission in 1969, when Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin took mankind's first steps on the lunar surface. The moon landing is considered a monumental achievement in human history, but a swirl of conspiracy theories questioning its authenticity have persisted over the years. Skeptics cite anomalies in photographs, the absence of stars, the flag's peculiar movement, and many other points as evidence of a hoax. Yet, there's an overwhelming body of evidence gathered from multiple independent sources that supports the reality of the moon landing. Over the next few minutes, we'll delve into this evidence, dispel common misconceptions, and shine a light on the truth of the lunar landing. So, buckle up for a journey through time, space, and the intricacies of human achievement. In the next few minutes, we will examine the evidence supporting the authenticity of the moon landing. Firstly, the moon landing was not a solo performance. It was a symphony of international collaboration and independent confirmation. Not just NASA, but space agencies and observatories across the globe tracked the Apollo missions in real time. Yet, the conspiracy theorists want us to believe that all these disparate entities, from different countries with different political interests, were somehow in on a grand deception. Consider the sheer coordination it would require to orchestrate such a worldwide cover-up. Each and every one of these organizations would have to ignore or manipulate their own data and keep absolutely everyone involved silent for over half a century. And remember, this was during the height of the Cold War, where rivalry and suspicion were the order of the day. The simple fact is, it's far easier to land a man on the moon than to fabricate such an elaborate hoax and keep it under wraps for 50 years. A global conspiracy of this magnitude would be nearly impossible to pull off. But what about physical evidence left on the moon, you ask? Well, let's delve into that, shall we? Among the most compelling pieces of hard evidence that astronauts indeed landed on the moon are the laser retroreflectors that were placed on the lunar surface during the Apollo missions. These are essentially highly reflective panels that were designed to bounce back a laser beam fired from Earth. Even today, observatories on Earth can aim a laser at these retroreflectors and receive the beam back, a direct and ongoing proof of human activity on the moon. But why lasers, you might wonder? The key lies in the speed of light. By measuring the time it takes for the laser beam to travel to the moon and back, we can calculate the distance between the Earth and the moon with remarkable precision. This experiment, known as lunar laser ranging, has been conducted countless times since the Apollo missions, and the results have been consistent. And remember, these retroreflectors could only have been placed there by human hands. The Apollo 11 mission left behind the first retroreflector, and subsequent missions, Apollo 14 and Apollo 15, each placed one more. These three devices, still sitting silently on the moon's surface, continue to serve as enduring evidence of mankind's giant leap. These retroreflectors aren't the only physical proof we have, though. The Apollo missions also left behind other artifacts, including rovers, flags, and even footprints imprinted in the moon's dust. These objects, visible in various photographs and detected by lunar orbiters, offer additional proof that humans have indeed visited our celestial neighbor. So the physical evidence is there, and it's strong. Sure, it's not as if we can just hop on a spaceship and go check it out ourselves. But thanks to the marvels of modern technology and the audacity of those early astronauts, we have laser beams bouncing back from the moon, telling us, yes, we were there. These retroreflectors continue to reflect lasers back to Earth, tangible proof of our lunar visit. Still not convinced? Let's turn our attention to the wealth of photographic and geological evidence. The Apollo missions produced thousands of photographs, each one a snapshot of history etched onto the lunar surface. These images, captured by astronauts in the harshest of environments, provide a candid view of the moon as seen by human eyes. They depict astronauts going about their tasks, equipment in operation, and the stark, desolate beauty of the lunar landscape. Far from being mere holiday snaps, These photographs serve as irrefutable evidence of mankind's ventures beyond our planet. Independent analysts from around the globe have pored over these images, scrutinizing every detail. Despite the rumors of photoshopped images and studio setups, the authenticity of these photographs has been consistently upheld. Lighting, shadows, and reflections all behave as they should in an environment devoid of atmosphere, debunking the claims of inconsistencies put forth by skeptics. Moving on to the geological evidence, the Apollo missions returned to Earth with a total of 382 kilograms of moon rocks. These aren't your average pebbles found in a backyard. They are pieces of another world, brought back by human hands. The moon rocks show unique characteristics not found on Earth, including a composition of minerals that are distinctly lunar. Scientists from every corner of the world have studied these samples, their findings published in respected scientific journals. Each rock, each grain of lunar dust, tells a story of a landscape untouched by wind, water, or life. They speak of a place where footprints can last for millions of years, a silent testament to the explorers who dared to tread there. Independent analysis of these photographs and the unique properties of moon rocks further solidify the reality of the moon landing. This evidence, combined with all that we've discussed before, paints a compelling picture of humanity's first steps on a world beyond our own. Despite this overwhelming evidence, some still question the moon landing's authenticity. Let's examine a few of these conspiracy theories and shed some light on the truth. First, we have the claim of inconsistent shadows. Critics argue that the shadows in the moon landing photos appear to vary, suggesting multiple light sources. However, this is a misunderstanding of the moon's topography. The lunar surface isn't flat, but rugged and uneven, causing shadows to appear differently based on the landscape's contours. So, what may seem like a discrepancy is in fact a confirmation of a real lunar landing. Next is the fluttering flag theory. Skeptics often point to the American flag on the moon, appearing to flutter as if caught in the breeze. In reality, the flag's movement was a result of the astronauts twisting it into the lunar soil. Since there's no air or wind on the moon, the flag remained in the position it was set, creating the illusion of fluttering. Finally, there's the question of why stars aren't visible in the moon landing photos. The answer lies in the camera settings used. The lunar surface, brightly lit by sunlight, was the primary focus of the images. The camera's settings were optimized to capture this brightness, making the faint light of distant stars invisible in the photographs. It's similar to how stars become less visible from Earth when viewed from a brightly lit city compared to a dark rural area. So while these conspiracy theories may seem compelling at first glance, they crumble under closer scrutiny. Each supposed inconsistency can be logically explained when we consider the unique conditions of the lunar environment and the technology of the time. When examined closely, these seemingly odd inconsistencies can be logically explained. The moon landing, a monumental achievement for mankind, has faced scrutiny and doubt. Yet the weight of evidence overwhelmingly supports its authenticity. We've delved into independent confirmations from various global sources, all tracking the Apollo missions, making a worldwide hoax highly improbable. We've discussed the physical evidence left on the moon itself, like the laser retroreflectors that continue to reflect laser beams back to Earth. We've explored the thousands of photographs and the moon rocks, unique with compositions not found on our planet. We've recounted the scientific experiments carried out on the moon, providing invaluable data on lunar geology. We've also addressed the conspiracy theories, dispelling myths with logic and facts. The moon landing, a testament to human ingenuity and courage, truly happened. From independent confirmations to physical evidence left on the moon, the reality of the moon landing is undeniable.